Let me be real with you for a second. You might be earning decent money right now, and still have nothing to show for it. At the end of the month, no savings, no investments, just a bank account that keeps hitting zero before the next paycheck drops. That's not a math problem. That's a habits problem. I've spent years studying how money actually works, not just how it's supposed to work on paper, but how real people win and lose with it every single day. And the truth? The same 8 mistakes show up again and again, no matter the income level. Let's break them down, and more importantly, let's break you out of them. Habit 1. Saving whatever's left over. Here's how most people handle money. Paycheck comes in, rent goes out. Groceries, subscriptions, eating out, an impulse buy or two, and then somewhere at the end of the month they check their account and think, okay, whatever's left is my savings. The problem? There's almost never anything left. The average personal savings rate sits at just 3.5%. That's less than half the historical average of 8%. Most people are saving pennies on the dollar and watching their future shrink month by month. This is what financial experts call paying yourself last. It's how the broke stay broke. The fix is simple to understand, but it takes discipline to actually do it. Pay yourself first. Habit number 2. Treating debt like it's normal. Credit card debt has been so normalized that most people don't even blink at it anymore. People are financing clothes, gadgets, even daily groceries on cards carrying 20 to 24% annual interest. Here's the math that should scare you. The average American carries $5,595 in credit card debt. If you're only making minimum payments on that, at 23% APR, you'll end up paying over $3,000 more in interest alone. And over 60% of people with card debt have been carrying it for more than a year. Credit card companies aren't offering cash back because they're generous. They're profitable because most of their users carry balances. The rule I live by: if I can't pay for it in full right now, I don't buy it on credit. Not for clothes, not for gadgets, not for just this once. Because interest charges don't care about your intentions. Habit number 3. Having no financial cushion. Life doesn't warn you before it sends a bill. Your phone breaks, you need emergency travel, your laptop dies right before a deadline. These aren't catastrophes, they're just life. But without a financial buffer, they become debt traps. An emergency fund isn't a luxury. It's the foundation everything else is built on. Studies show that nearly 43% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency from savings alone. And 24% have zero emergency savings at all. When I skipped building mine early on, one unexpected expense forced me to put over $2,800 on a credit card. By the time I paid it off, I'd paid nearly 30% more than the original bill, just in interest. It was an expensive lesson. Target 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses, sitting somewhere liquid and untouched. Once you've built that, then you redirect the excess toward investing. That's when wealth building actually begins. Habit number 4. Never looking at your own numbers. Most people have no real idea what they earn, spend, or owe. They just swipe the card and hope for the best. There's a pattern called lifestyle inflation. As income rises, spending rises to match it automatically. New salary, new phone, raise, nicer apartment. The number changes but the savings rate stays the same. You're running faster on the same treadmill. The antidote is tracking. Not obsessively, just consistently. Pull up last month's transactions and categorize every single one. I'd bet there's at least $200 to $300 per month going to things you'd completely forgotten about, or never valued in the first place. Knowing where your money is going turns finance from something that happens to you into something you control. Habit number 5. Impulse spending dressed up as enjoying life. Retail therapy is real, and so is the financial damage it causes. When spending becomes your default hobby, browsing online stores, adding things to cart, buying things because they were on sale, it chips away at your future without ever feeling like a big deal. Each purchase seems small. The cumulative effect is not. Wealth building needs a dual strategy. Cut unnecessary spending and grow your income. Not one or the other. Here's the reality check. Saving $100 a month gives you $1,200 a year. Adding even $500 more per month in additional income gives you $6,000 a year, and that number can keep scaling. Savings has a ceiling. Income doesn't. Every dollar you earn from a side skill, a freelance project, or an income stream is a dollar that didn't require you to sacrifice anything you already have. Habit number 6. Ignoring how taxes work. Taxes will likely be one of the biggest expenses of your entire financial life. Most people accept that as inevitable, but overpaying, because you don't understand the rules, is optional. Tax-advantaged investment accounts, the kind that let your money grow with deferred or zero tax, can make a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. A Roth IRA, for example, can end up hundreds of thousands of dollars ahead of a regular taxable account by retirement. That gap is purely from tax treatment. It's money you could keep instead of handing over to the IRS. Habit number 7, waiting for the right time to invest. There's a version of you who started investing 5 years ago. They're doing a lot better than you right now. The compounding math is brutal in one direction and beautiful in the other. Put $10,000 into the market today at a 7% average annual return in 30 years. That's roughly $76,000. Wait 5 years to start? You end up with about $54,000 instead. Same money, same return. Over $20,000 difference just from waiting. The perfect time to invest doesn't exist. The market will always look uncertain. There will always be reasons to wait. The only thing guaranteed to make you richer is time, and you're spending it. Once your emergency fund exists, your extra savings need to be working. Even small amounts, invested consistently, compound into something serious. Habit number 8, thinking cutting costs is the only lever. Frugality is useful, but it has a hard floor. You can only cut so far before you're down to bare survival. Your income, on the other hand, has no ceiling. A skill upgrade, a promotion, a side project, a freelance client, these have unlimited upside. A 10% raise on a $60,000 salary adds $6,000 a year. That's $500 a month that didn't require you to give anything up. The best financial strategy combines both. Aggressive spending awareness on one side, active income growth on the other. The people who build real wealth aren't just cutting coupons, they're building skills, creating value, and letting income compound alongside their investments. These habits didn't form overnight, and they won't disappear overnight either. But they do break, one decision at a time. Pick just one thing to act on this week. Action 1. Set up an automatic transfer of even 5 to 10% of your next paycheck to a separate savings account the same day you get paid. Action 2. Open your bank app right now. Go back one full month. Categorize every transaction. Find where money is leaking out without your full permission. Action 3. Calculate your actual emergency fund target. 6 months of essential expenses. Write that number down. Make it your first financial milestone. Start with 1. Build the habit. Then come back and stack the next one. Your future self is already living with the choices you make today. Make the ones worth thanking yourself for.